Hello everyone and welcome back to another video of mine. This time I'm back with Avatar, The Last Airbender, Season 1, Episode 2. Yeah, last episode was kind of, how do I say it nicely? It was shitty. I can't say it nicely. I don't know what happened exactly, but apparently my screen wasn't recording, but only my face for the first half of the episode, and then towards the end my face was gone as well. Like, I don't know what happened last episode, but it was fine. I kind of found a way to fix it, even though it took me a little longer to edit, but it's fine. Let's hope that this episode is gonna be a little less complicated. I'm gonna double check and triple check because I don't want any negative surprises. But let's hope that this episode is gonna be a little more upbeat, because I have the feeling that, considering the fact that Avatar The Last Airbender was a kids show, they never really dug deep into the trauma or the pain that any of these characters were actually going through. They just tried to talk lightly about it, but they didn't actually talk about the psychological pain that can actually drown you if the pain is really, really powerful. So, considering that this is not a kids show, considering it's also on Netflix, I have the feeling that this show, or let's just call it this adaptation, is gonna actually talk about heavy topics. I did say it in the last episode, and I have the feeling that the topics are only gonna become more harsh, considering that what they all went through was very harsh. But considering it was a kids show, they never really tackled the real gravity of the situation. And considering that this is not a kids show anymore, I have the feeling that we will actually get to experience the full extent of the pain that every single character is going through. Like, I am always the one analyzing and pointing out things that may not be as obvious. In this show, it's a little more obvious that every single character is struggling with a specific kind of thing. Aang with not wanting to be the Avatar. Sokka with having had to grow up and taking onto the responsibility of the caretaker of the entire village, and not just becoming an older brother, but also in a certain sense a father figure, like someone that Katara could look up to, and the younger generation that were younger than Sokka, they all looked up to him, and he had to be a role model, so he had to grow up really fast, and that's a real burden for him, because he's also a teenager, like, he's not an adult. So he kind of tried to do what his father told him to do, but it's a lot of responsibility to be the leader. So he just did it to please his father, and knowing that Sokka would take care of the tribe was like Sokka's father being proud of him, and he was at ease going into war. But now that they are with the Avatar, that's something different, but we will see what this episode is gonna be like. If you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe. For the full uncut reaction, you can check out my Patreon. The link is in my description box below. And without further ado, let's start.
May have been useful in collecting your thoughts, but your unceasing effort is what led you to the Avatar.
He ran!
He's actually he ran.
We do have a duty, and it's to protect the Avatar.
Protect him? You want to protect him, the guy who nearly blew us off the top of this mountain.
Y'all, that's the big problem here. They don't really see the full picture. Yes, he's insanely powerful, but right now, these are his past lives that are taking control over him. That is part of the Avatar state. The Avatar state is supposed to, like I said, it's a defense mechanism, and it's skilled to empower him with the skills and knowledge of all his past lives, like all of his past lives since the beginning of time, focus their energy and their capabilities through him. That's why he is capable to be so insanely powerful when he's in the Avatar state. But when he's out of the Avatar state, he is his own individual. And his individual is a 12-year-old boy. He just found out that his entire culture has been annihilated because they wanted to kill him. I don't think he came to that conclusion yet, but in general, just knowing that this was genocide, his entire culture has been annihilated, he's the only airbender left, is insanely painful already. This man must feel so alone. Because last episode, Katara told him that different nations don't get in contact with each other anymore. They literally just found friends under their own species. And Aang answered to that with, I had friends in the Fire Nation. As in, I had friends all over the world. So that means that in the now, the only friends that you have are people like you. He identifies himself as an air nomad, not as the Avatar, which means that he could find a home in every single nation. He sees himself as an air nomad because he was born an air nomad. And his entire culture is gone. So he's like, I'm alone. Like, there is no friendship I can build anymore with anyone because every one of my culture is dead. How am I supposed to connect with people anymore? Everyone from my tribe, everyone from my nation has been killed. Where am I supposed to find my roots? Where am I supposed to start over again? Him literally saying, you want to protect him, someone that almost blew us off this mountain. Yes, I give props to Sokka because it is true, this man is insanely powerful. But when he's out of the Avatar state, he is a frightened 12-year-old boy. He needs to be capable to master the elements when he's out of the Avatar state. If he could be in the Avatar state every single damn second of the day, he wouldn't even need to train his powers. But why do we need to train all of these elements? Because when he's in the Avatar state, he's not himself. Literally, every single Avatar since the beginning of time is focusing their energies through his body. It's literally like someone is possessing him. He's not himself. And let's be honest, if you know that someone could literally possess you and control your actions, if you can control the powers that you have been born with, would you want to use them? I wouldn't. I'm not taking guarantee. Like, imagine I'm going into the Avatar state and I will never be capable to get out. Like someone literally just possessing me and I will not be capable to get out of that. Like, I can see what I'm doing, but I have no influence on stopping myself because I have no control over my capabilities. All my past lives have the capabilities to control themselves. That's why they're capable to control me now. No, ma'am. I will not take any chances that anyone is going to be capable to possess me. That would be too much for me. I would be petrified to go into the Avatar state. And right now, the Avatar state comes up for him because of very powerful emotions. Fear, pain. This is literally something that was never really shown enough in the animated series because it was supposed to be a kid's show, so I understand, but maybe we will see it more here. In the first season, the only times when Aang went into the Avatar state, it was when he was consumed by very powerful emotions. Rage, pain, fright. Very powerful emotions. And not positive emotions, negative emotions. Because negative emotions are what set you off in the first place. Why do you even get mad when someone gets on your damn nerves? Why do you cry when someone hurts you? These are negative emotions. And the negative emotions, considering that Aang is very young, he's 12, he can't really control the emotions inside of him. So, as soon as there is like this very powerful wave of negative emotions hitting him, he immediately goes into the Avatar state because this is supposed to be a defense mechanism. But in the animated series, we only saw the defense mechanism as the physical state. If the Avatar thinks that he can survive by himself, by his own capabilities, he goes into the Avatar state, and his past lives help him or her to get out of that dangerous situation, as in, the Avatar state is a defense mechanism for the body, for the physical health. What about the psychological health? It's not a defense. The Avatar state is not a defense mechanism for the psychological pain. And I think a lot of people can't really put these two together. Psychological pain is much more powerful than physical pain. I've said it so many times. So, there is this moment when you are that psychologically in pain that the pain becomes physical. It could explain why Aang goes into the avatar state. The defense mechanism is supposed to protect the physical health. It's supposed to save you. If you should be attacked and you are at your wit's end with your strength, you don't know what to do anymore, the defense mechanism kicks in and you go into the avatar state as the avatar. And your past lives help you. They save you. But if I'm that psychologically in pain, it can be possible that the psychological pain becomes physical. Then you're not only in psychological pain, but also in physical pain, because the pain inside of yourself is so powerful that it actually becomes physical. So, considering it as a defense mechanism to protect the body, maybe it could make sense that Aang goes into the avatar state when he experiences all those very powerful waves of emotions. They trigger his avatar state. I think it was necessary to add that, because in the animated series, he just suddenly becomes mad or something. He starts to glow, and then everyone is like, oh no. But they never really explain why this man was in the avatar state in the first place. It's these powerful emotions, a pain that powerful that it makes you lose control. Like there is this saying where people say, I saw this person or I saw that thing and all I saw was red. Red when you are that mad, that enraged, that you can't see past that fact. There is like this thing getting on your nerves. I can't really hide it. There is this thing bugging me. And the more powerful a pain becomes, the more likely it is to become physical. So if a pain is that powerful for Aang that it becomes physical, it could trigger his avatar state. It would make completely sense that he's always in the avatar state in the first season, because he freshly got out of the iceberg. He has no idea what's going on. He literally has to take on to the responsibilities now because he feels like he has to. And he wants to make sure that the people that died back then didn't die in vain. Like he wants to make it up to them in a certain sense. So he carries a lot of guilt inside of him in the first place. So him literally immediately accepting the responsibilities and then trying to study, but there's still this psychological pain bugging him. It's keeping him from actually being capable to continue to work properly. And the fact that he is still a kid, he doesn't really realize the seriousness of the situation. So it's really stopping him from becoming more mature, from growing up. Like the danger, he has been prepared to fight ever since he was young. That's why he has those marks. He is the youngest airbending master, because he is that powerful. So he has been taught in defending and etc. So it wouldn't be new for him to go into a fight. That's not gonna trigger him. The psychological pain is gonna trigger him. He has so much psychological pain inside of him and it actually hurts me. And to be quite honest, I think it's a good thing that it wasn't that much talked about in the animated series, because it was for kids. Like if you're older, you can see the signs, and in this series right now, considering it is for older people, for the new generation, it's more opened up to that, so maybe we'll actually get to see the pain more. He's so tiny! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He's so tiny! Ma'am. Hello. Okay. Momo. Damn.
Hey!
Oh my god!
That's our food!
Cutie!
You should take what belongs to you. You are a waterbender. That is who you have always been, and always will be.
My whole life, you were there for me, and I wasn't there for you.
Damn!
Goodbye, Gyatso.
Bet you taste like chicken.
Oh! Look how much you terrified him. Shame on you.
You want to ask a Fire Nation commander if they've seen the Avatar? If word gets out,
Everyone in the world will be looking for him. I could lose everything.
The struggle of wanting to be accepted is very visible here.
Your tact.
I'm sorry, who built all of those beauties? They deserve a raise.
There would have been signs if he was the Avatar.
I think that might be a sign.
That was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. We would have had a sign if he was the Avatar. Kyoshi suddenly starts to stare down ice, literally as if it was a spotlight. Ying! He the Avatar! Oh my god, yes, keep on with the comedy. That's a good kind of comedy. I like that. That was hilarious. I can't. Thank you for making my night.
I'm the guardian of my village too, so.
So, how are you protecting your people if you're here?
What? I'm not. I mean, I am. I mean,
Sir,
I may not
you
physically
you
be there,
ruined it. Yeah,
but still.
Aang is laughing too
That
in
is,
the
I'm
corner.
I
Sir,
have to save the world
stop
first.
it.
Hey, the point is,
I'm not just a warrior. I'm a Kyoshi warrior.
Queen! Whew! Queen! Aang laughing in the corner is the most hilarious thing for me. Like,
surveillance reports.
she's an icon.
Excuse. If you wouldn't mind giving me until the morning, I'm sure we can track down what you.
Commander.
Zhao. At your service.
Zhao. And now he's shady. We don't like him.
someone needs to put a bell on you.
There's food in the village hall.
He handsome, ain't he?
Or you could just let me use you for target practice.
I love them.
He knows how to connect.
He wins you
That's his
over.
real power. Connection. Building bridges. That's how he's gonna get the Avatar.
Right. There goes
I
the
love
savior
it.
of the world.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I love how they I love how they are putting this out there. This is hilarious because sadly I don't know if most of you guys actually had to suffer because of that. I did, because sadly where I'm living right now, and sadly the men there are very anti-feminist. They are actually all sexists. So I actually always got confronted with the fact that men are always supposed to be the superior species and women can't do anything without a man. They are always dependent on a man, and they can't achieve anything in life if they don't have a man by their side. They are literally incompetent. They are useless. And that's what they always kind of made me feel everywhere I went, like in my homeland and also where I'm living right now. And I love the fact that in the animated series and also here, like, the women get that sexist attitude from Sokka, and they're like, oh, why don't you teach us a few basics, please, like for us fragile women. And he thinks he got it because of the fact that he's a sexist, and then they actually whoop his ass. As in, I am more competent than you. Your gender has nothing to do with your capabilities. I can whoop your ass and do my nails at the same time. We're gonna go with Catherine Pierce in season 2. You got nothing on me. And I love that this is being highlighted here as well in the adaptation. They're like, oh, okay, show me what you got. No, I'm gonna show you what I got. Wing! I destroyed them with just one throw. And something else I would like to add, I love that they are actually taking their time to put focus on every single character, no matter how small that character is. We actually got Suki's mom in this show. There was no Suki's mom in the animation. They actually got Suki's mom, and they had her and Zuki have like this nice conversation, and also these moments between Suki and Sokka. We kind of got a little bit of that when Sokka said goodbye, but here we actually get to see them interact more and more, and we actually get to see the crush between the both of them grow. Like one time when he wanted her to be amazed by him, and then the scene when Suki was talking to her mom and she was gazing at Sokka the entire time. You can actually see the relationship unfolding. I love this.
Nothing that can help me train. So how am I supposed to figure out how to save the world?
I love that we get to
Did you
see
know
the
she was
pressure
Muslim?
he's on as
Lived on the
well.
street. I did have to train. Not
Oh,
to develop
God.
my powers, but to keep them under control.
Yeah, because he is that powerful.
The other avatars are inside you. You want someone to teach you, you just need to figure
Talk
out
to them.
how to connect to them.
I like this. Ooh, I love this with the burning passion. And they actually seem so cute together as well. Right, of course, I could be capable to go back to training immediately. I would have kissed him.
You've waited 3 years. You can wait a little longer.
He waited 3 years? No, he has been craving to find him for 3 years.
3 years.
3 years of doing nothing.
Years.
Not being
Aw.
a bender means we have to be even better than benders.
We're all humans, we
will
don't
and
really
desire.
have powers.
The bell.
You hear it too?
We have to go.
Not him saying you hear the bell as in the wedding bells.
The avatar state is a combination of all your past lives focusing their energy through you. It can also be the ultimate weapon.
As I've heard, Kyoshi Island has had an admirable history of staying insignificant, which is why there's...
Take them and find the Avatar!
Damn! That was something.
What if I hurt someone along the way?
And how many have already been hurt because you haven't been here? Run away from your responsibilities again, and even more will be hurt. Being the avatar means putting your duties above all else, even your life.
Damn.
Unless you do something about it, another race of benders will be wiped out just as the air nomads were. You ask me what it means to be the avatar.
No. They can't be doing me like this. In the Avatar series, Avatar Roku, the Avatar before Aang, warned Aang about Sozin's comment that would arrive again, and that the Fire Nation would use that comet again to their advantage, and that he needs to prepare for that. In this series, no, I love this. Please give us every single interaction with the past avatars. I love this. In this animated series, considering the fact that Aang went to Kyoshi Island first, he said, I need to connect with her first. I saw her first. Let me try to talk to her. And she's warning him about the trouble that will await the North if he's not getting his shit together. Maybe we will see Roku again and he will say, sorry, ma'am. You need to train. Oh my god, love it. Okay. She saw the mom die. She saw the mom get burned.
I will show you what that power can do.
She possessed him. Oh, bitch. Let me kiss the director's feet. Let me kiss the director's feet. She said, let me touch it. Jesus Christ. Die. Damn. She said, surprise, motherfucker. Oh yes. And now you're a little bitch, huh?
You've given us something far more valuable in return. A
Oh.
reason to believe again. And in the Avatar.
Oh. Stop it. The bowing. He alive.
The Avatar has returned.
Well, damn. The Avatar has returned and the Avatar is ready to kick some ass. I actually like the way that they're doing this. They're not just showing Avatar Roku because he is his past life, and then suddenly showing every single past life at the finale to give like some kind of advice. Like, you can call upon them, so call upon them. Like, literally all the time, not just one. I love this so much. I don't even know what to say anymore. I love the way that they're portraying this series. They're showing a lot more. They're giving a lot more background to side characters. And that's putting the entire development of the relationships in a more beautiful light. I love it. So I hope you enjoyed this video with me. Tell me in the comments below what you think was best, and I will see you in another video. Bye.